Very important.
Alright guys, so in a brand new episode of Food Hunt, given that we are in election season, we're going to continue our series where we talk to potential PAP candidates who are running in opposition ward.
How does it feel like to be in the incumbent party as an opposition and many people label you as a potential suicide squad?
So today we have the PAP branch chair for Kaki Bukit in Aljunied GRC. Also, today's Food Hunt is going to be all halal food, something that we haven't done on the series yet. We're currently here at block 511 and we have Dr Faisal here with us.
Hey, welcome!
Woo!
Please call me Faisal. Please call me Faisal.
Thank you.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so
Faisal sounds weird, huh?
Why is it weird? My name what?
Is Faisal a more common version of Faisal? Is there a reason you Faisal?
Not really, there are many Faisals around.
Really, man? You're
So
the first Faisal.
it's actually an Arabic name. So we have first of all Aliff Nasi Lemak, and it's very special because they use basmati rice for their Nasi Lemak. Then we also have ROJAK and mee goreng from Azim ROJAK stall.
Very spicy, the chili.
I love it though.
Yeah, but sure.
To me, the sambal is like, it makes or break a perfect nasi lemak. And I think the sambal for this is so good.
In addition to that as well, the rice. In other basmati rice Nasi Lemak which I've tried, a lot of time the santan doesn't get absorbed in the rice, the
Not
flavour.
enough volume in the
Not
rice.
enough volume.
Right, that's right.
But for this one, you can really taste the santan and it's really good, nice and fluffy. Plus the ikan bilis is quite nice as well.
Right.
The ikan bilis is very good. The ikan bilis, usually good ikan bilis, not just crispy, right? But when you see strong flavour, it's usually salty. But this is not just salty.
Yeah.
That's a very decent recommendation.
Decent
Actually, that's why I go to
How high is your standard? Decent.
Bro, when I go to overkill, right, then they ask me what's my favourite food. Then I just recommend my favourite food, right? People don't like, they're angry. Yeah, like, angry for what?
yeah.
Charge you for this recommendation.
Actually, I got an interesting story to share about Nasi Lemak.
Hey, let's go.
So my wife, she doesn't eat ikan bilis. So when my mother-in-law makes nasi lemak, to force my wife to eat ikan bilis is to grind the ikan bilis together with the sambal. Yeah, so she was tricked into eating it.
Right.
So I don't know if they do the same here.
Wait, does your wife know about this?
She knows. She
I didn't
told me.
know
She told me.
Okay.
She
Like
shared
sayang.
with me. Yeah.
What?
She found out online.
Yeah.
Next up, right, we also have the mee goreng and the rojak.
Yeah, I must admit, I always order my mee goreng without tauge.
No, agree. You see, I like you already.
Oh, okay. See, well done.
Yeah. So
You
if I
vote for
see
me?
that, I will vote you 100%. Okay, if you try.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
Oh, food so spicy.
For layers, eh.
It's al dente.
I think there's some which are more basah, wetter. This is a bit drier.
Also, from the same store, right, it's also the rojak.
You have the
Oh, you
Malay.
layer?
Oops.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's
They eat
rojak.
all.
Rojak means mix.
Oh.
I'm mixing it in my own plate.
Yeah, rojak
Oh,
means
is that a
mix.
thing?
Yeah, it's a
Chaos
kiosk.
usually makes the rojak.
Oh.
But heck, this is so nice, eh.
Oh my god.
I don't
This is
know.
top notch. This is top notch Indian rojak, guys. The crispiness of it is mad.
I just ate like a goreng pisang, I think.
No, dude, I think it's the sauce.
How can goreng
The
pisang?
sauce has banana sauce inside.
Oh, that's what it is. Banana.
Actually,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
wait, let me taste. I'm so confused at this
That's
now.
why I'm trying to wonder where the banana taste.
Yeah, the sauce is banana.
Yeah.
This is a revelation.
This is
It's
a
a bit
fantastic
sweeter,
Indian
this
rojak.
one,
Fantastic Indian rojak. Really top tier. This is your best recommendation today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Top
Thank you.
tier. The way our usual food hunt works, right?
Yeah.
We don't recommend food to people. We have a
Okay.
Telegram community of about 11,000-12,000 people. We pick a spot, they tell us what to eat.
It's ground up recommendations.
ground up.
Yeah.
What?
yes.
This guy?
Does that make us grassroots activists?
food activists. Yes.
Okay, good thing.
Actually, what makes an activist an activist? If I go and volunteer, am I an activist?
Volunteering can be you just supporting, but activists is to really speak up for a certain cause which you believe in.
Oh.
And get people who don't believe in your cause to come on board to your cause. And that is activism. So I'm the PAP branch chairman, right, of Kaki Bukit. So I lead my activists here to really talk about the PAP to people here on the ground. And basically the message we are sending is that the PAP will always do what's right for Singapore and Singaporeans.
Right.
And that's a cause we all believe in, which
Yeah.
is why we actively speak about it and passionately. And
Yeah.
hope Singaporeans come on board with us and join us in this endeavor.
Is it not more difficult than other places given that you have to do it in Aljunied GRC, a place that is traditionally opposition leaning?
It definitely is more challenging here, for sure. We used to get doors being slammed in our faces.
Oh,
That used to happen. That happened in 2011. That happened quite a bit. But I think we have never left this place, right? We have always been here, speaking to residents, engaging them, and we formed a lot of friends here. I think we've gained a lot of trust within the community here. So I've been here for 10 years, but you know, a lot of my activists have been serving for decades.
So do the people here mistake you for Pritam?
whoa!
I get that a lot. I did send a side profile of his face and my face and I stitched it together. Right? I sent it to my mum. She got confused for about 10 seconds. So if my mother got confused, I can understand why everyone else did so.
Fair enough, lah, fair
Yeah.
enough. We want check and balance. We want that blank check. We don't want like one party to have a blank check,
Yeah.
right? I think a broad middle ground subscribe to that. I don't know whether you agree, right? And you as an activist in what could be an opposition stronghold, right? I mean, some people will say the gentlemanly thing to do is, shall we let them have the stronghold? What are your thoughts on that?
I understand the sentiment, right? And actually, I agree. I agree that I think no political party should be given a free pass in that sense, right? Everyone should have checks and balances.
Yeah.
The government, but so does the opposition party. Now that the opposition party has run this place for 14 years, who checks them?
Right.
Right? Who checks them? Why do we give them a free pass? It's our job as well to come in and tell people, look, nobody deserves a free pass. The PAP certainly doesn't expect a free pass. That's why they've worked hard to engage Singaporeans, do what's best for Singapore, and to develop our country to greater height. Locally on the ground, in terms of town council management issues and things like that, they've run this place for 14 years. They need to present a report card too. And when they present a report card, we also have to challenge that and say, look, we can do better. If we get elected, we will do better.
Right.
You cannot expect
I see.
that of the government, but nobody expects that of the opposition. I think it's not fair. And I will respect the decision, whatever the outcome is.
Yeah, we need to rate the food lah. We forgot about that. We need to introduce a rating system to Dr. Faisal. So 0 is not worth trying lah. Okay. 1, right, is it's worth trying if you happen to be in the area. 2, it's worth making a detour to try. 3 is that it is a destination that you should come. So we'll start off with Aliff Nasi Lemak. 3, 2, 1.
2.
Alright. Okay lah, makes sense lah.
Yeah lah, I mean, okay,
understandable.
sure. You are here a lot, so your business are not very big. I mean, Pongo.
It's actually very close for me between 1 and 2. I
Do
think
they have chicken options?
they have a chicken
but see, that
we
can
went
affect
for
the
rating.
rating.
Could have been a 2.
The second thing we're going to rate is Azim this one. So we had the mee goreng and the ROJAK from there. I think everyone's going to rate it based on the ROJAK. 3, 2, 1.
3.
Oh, okay lah, understandable.
Okay,
Also,
close enough.
Yeah.
Could be a 3 because different.
it's really different.
The sauce.
This banana sauce.
And I also judge this ROJAK based on how well they can cook this like prawn fritter thing. Because you can get it wrong. You can get the texture of both right completely off. One is too soft, one is too hard. This one very perfect.
Also the uncle nice.
After damn nice.
Everyone in Kaki Bukit are nice, no worry.
Next place.
Next place.
We are at 539 New Century Food House.
That's right, and we are trying Warong Java Nasi Padang. There's 2 dishes in mind that was recommended by the community, and the owner himself said really these 2 are the best lah. So it is Nasi Jenganan. Jenganan is named after the peanut sauce that he specializes in, and also Nasi Ambeng or Ambeng.
Nasi Ambeng.
I think we just dig in lah. Right.
Yeah lah,
We dig in to begin.
But still got so much tauge. Ayo.
Okay, we told the owner to give us his greatest hits and he included tauge. So who are we to fight with him?
You know what? I will taste the tauge, so I will know whether I need to very
if I
intentionally.
do
That one don't have.
Cannot. Yeah. It's the raw one.
This is paru.
Paru
So it's
is lung.
Yeah, it's dried lung.
It's called smoke 2 pack a day.
All the alveoli is blocked up.
Not a big fan of lung.
Hey, I think not bad.
It's alright lah, it's alright.
The texture a bit chewy. It reminds me of octopus.
This bayam, is it?
Kangkong.
Yeah, it looks like kangkong. Looks like kangkong.
Kangkong, huh?
Oh, I just took an entire spoonful of tauge.
Hey, don't go back.
You're the only one who's gonna eat it, so please be our guest, have it all. Yeah,
We're gonna get along so well. So well.
yeah, I know, right? Just for food. Okay, this is one of my favorite actually. I like
Oh,
this sambal
wow.
sotong.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay,
This
the
one- first time eating this peanut sauce on rice.
The peanut sauce is the specialty.
Wow.
Okay, so the start of this dish is the beef. Ladies and gentlemen, please.
No, yeah, fantastic. Very important.
The rendang is S tier.
Because the beef is so tender, right?
So what made you 10 years ago
Wow.
join the body?
I've always been involved in some form of activism. In uni, I was the president of the Malaysian and Singaporean Society. So that activism is basically to bring Singaporeans together. So we also raise funds for the Straight Sons Pocket Money Fund.
Oh.
Yeah, to help needy students in Singapore. When I came back, the former branch chair, Mr. Shamsul, he was actually my teacher. I've known him for 20 over years. So he asked whether I wanted to help, and I think it was just a natural yes.
So
Sure,
just to
why not?
help first.
Yeah, it was just to help, yeah. And of course, I've always been a PAP supporter anyway.
Yeah.
So I believe in a cause, and I felt that was a good way for me to contribute to society. I think it was something I learned from my dad as well, my grandfather. So my dad was also a community activist, community volunteer, involved in many different organizations, associations. My grandfather also was active in the Malay Muslim ground as well,
Yeah.
in Jamia and all these kind of things, Masjid Sultan. In fact, a funny story, my grandfather was a trustee of Sultan Mosque, Masjid Sultan. And so was my wife's grandfather as well.
Oh.
So when we got engaged, so when I went over to a house, I brought my uncles, they were shocked to see, hey, we all knew each other. And then lo and behold, we found out that my grandfather, my late grandfather, and my wife's late grandfather were actually best friends.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe another time I can share a story of how we met lah. But
Now, how do you meet?
how do you
how do we meet?
Yeah.
We met in university. So my wife also went to university together with me. So we actually just had an event. And the first thing she did was she came up to me and she asked me, "Hey, you're a dentist, right?" I said, "Well, I'm a dental student." And she told me, "Oh, I left my mouth guard at home. Can you one for me or not?" That was I don't know if there was a pickup line or whatever.
It's a style lah.
That was what she asked me. So I said, okay, sure, why not? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm here to help, right? President of Managing Singapore Society, must help everyone. So
Oblivious.
she claims that she was not interested in me.
Sure.
But I don't think so, lah.
Yeah,
It cannot be right. Yeah.
So allegedly, when you asked about the mouth guard, it was not a pickup line.
No, it was not a
It's
pickup
not.
line.
You really just wanted help lah.
I wanted free healthcare.
Wow.
What was it about him that made you suddenly like okay lah? Of all the
Okay
boys
only,
in
ah.
your school, because we already established it's not love at first sight. Yeah?
I was in Singapore to visit my grandmother and he was still in London. One of our friends fell very, very sick. But when I asked him to go, he stayed with her in the hospital, called her father.
Yeah,
And that
no.
time he also had exams. And I asked him, how about your exams? He said,
Right.
well, if I fail, I will take. Because otherwise, who's going to help? So
Wow.
I was like, wow.
Aiyo.
What a guy!
Now this seems so scripted,
Yeah.
but it's not.
But it's so-
When you like a girl, you do anything she asks.
No. My son is my biggest fan. He thinks I'm like the most popular guy in the world right now.
Yeah,
which,
then we arrived at the coffee shop. You already.
But he was very cute, you know. He took a piece of A4 paper, he folded it, stapled, and he wrote there, autograph book. And he asked me to sign.
Are you so cute?
So I obliged lah, I signed. And maybe I'll send you all the photo.
Yeah.
Send you all the photo. I signed, and just like, okay, he's my biggest fan lah, my son.
What is certain causes that you champion and if you do get elected, something that you want to push for?
Something very close to my heart is, of course, healthy living, active aging. So why I care about active aging is because firstly, I think a lot of people have this notion that active aging is only for old people. Actually, we are all aging. And we need to start early, especially for young people like me. I have a young family. By the time my children grow up, I want to continue to be able to do activities with them. Let's say they're in their teens, right? They want to go and hike up Mount, Kilimanjaro, for example. At the very least, I want to be able to be fit enough to at least join them.
Yeah, or have the option to say no, but it's not because you cannot. lah.
Yeah.
So, of course, I
That's the
cannot.
important part.
Yeah. And this is functional health, which is very important. I've not always been the most strongest advocate for health. I've been going out, makaning, all this, not really thinking of my health, and I was about 95 kilos at one point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit, well done.
I should show you an old photo of mine.
Good.
About 2-3 years ago?
Oh wow. Well
Yeah,
done,
I was
well done,
95
well done.
kilos, yeah. One day I went for a health checkup and I realized that, my liver is not too healthy at that time. And plus, with a family history of diabetes, heart disease, I have seen family members, especially my father who was sick. Thank God he's healthy now because he did change his lifestyle. But at that time, I was only at 11, 12 years old. We had to go to the hospital, get a stent done, and it's very worrying.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen. So it's not something which I would like to put my children through as well.
Yeah.
I want them to be confident their father is healthy and fit, and we have to put in effort. I understand that not many people can do so because normally, if we talk about healthy active aging, normally there are a lot of conflicting, already there are a lot of pressures of time. A lot of time demands for individual. How can we bring these programs down to the ground to make it more accessible and easier for residents to access?
Okay.
And that's something which I hope I can advocate for and fight for.
Okay, guys, Warong Java, you all know the number in your head already for the rating? 3, 2, 1,
2.
Why
1.5.
6? 3. I think it's really good.
And this is the first time you're trying it?
Yes, my first time trying it. I really like the peanut sauce and how it's mixed with all the flavors. I would say this, I also think the dishes you chose complemented each other very well as well. Except for the taugeh.
No lah, and the spare parts lah. Let's be
There are a lot of
So
Taugeh farmers watching this, right?
Sorry.
The sotong and the peanut sauce made it because the sotong was so intense in the flavor. I don't know how they age it. Yeah.
Dry sotong.
That's right.
I would order the peanut sauce rice. The sambal, you need a lot of that. The sambal is really good.
Beautiful.
I would do
You
rendang
snooze, you lose.
Rendang, yes. Oh, and the
bergedil.
How much is this?
That's really,
Wow.
That's for this
that's a
size.
lot, you got rendang and sotong.
$14
paru.
for both.
Oh, actually worth it.
Okay.
Really not bad. Really worth
Maybe they
it.
give us special price like on camera, guys. It happens.
Alright, guys. So we are at Mr. Prata at 768.
742.
Bedok Reservoir.
Yeah, random numbers.
742. Bedok Reservoir. We've ordered a variety of things. One is the chicken murtabak. The other it is the egg prata and cheese mushroom.
We go with the murtabak first. I see you're a connoisseur.
Yeah,
Must kena you must kena the curry first. Ayo.
Dirty my white shirt.
Wow, it's good.
The chicken alone is very, very flavorful. It's seasoned to perfection.
The curry is really good.
Yeah.
What is this herb? Is this called cumin?
That's cardamom. That's
Cardamom, correct.
Don't eat that because
I bit into so many already in my small ass bite.
Have we tried this, the prata?
Yes.
Yeah, mushroom prata.
That's the worst possible way to cut prata. You shredded the blur.
This is not it for me.
I agree.
I think it's okay.
It is no zam zam.
We are not here to talk about Zam Zam. We're here to talk about Mr. Prata and how Mr. Prata can.
Yeah. I see. With G coming up the horizon, right? What is it that worries you?
Concept is really, if we come out of this GE more divided than ever, I think that's a real concern for our society. Everybody has different views, and it will all be played out during the upcoming GE during the 9 days.
Yeah.
I think that's okay. That's the essence of democracy. But let's be respectful to one another's view. Let's accept the results, first of all, in a gentlemanly manner, whatever it may be. Put our differences aside, then we move forward for the next 5 years together as one Singapore. I think that is the most ideal outcome we should have.
Yeah.
Right?
Especially given the global climate today.
Correct.
I disagree that everybody wants what's best for Singapore. I think to a certain extent, we're looking at opposition politics, and I put my name on it, right? Yeah, I think to a certain extent, some people are running as a FU to PAP.
In their mind, they may think that's the best way to bring Singapore forward is to hunt out the PAP.
Sure. Okay.
Right? That's in their mind it is. Of course, as a PAP, I disagree lah. I disagree with some of the policies which the opposition parties put across as well. But I know deep down in heart, for me, I know I want the best for Singapore. I know deep down inside they want the best for Singapore too as well. It's just that maybe we have different ways or different ideas to get there. As with every election, contestation of ideas is very important. So we put our ideas up openly to Singapore and Singaporeans.
Yeah.
Let them decide.
Okay, or GE, should you run for Aljunied, right? Are you confident?
I would say that I'm confident that we will get a good support on the ground. I think I've engaged many residents here, and many have come up to me telling me that they hope that we're going to win it.
Right.
Yeah? They tell us that, look, I really hope we win it. It's been 14 years. I think it's time for the PAP to come back. And I tell them, look, I will try my best. And this effort is not just me alone. I need them. Tell your friends.
But very hard for them, right?
It's very hard for them. It's very hard for them.
Everybody feel like they are supposed to defend this opposition stronghold now.
Yeah, everyone feels that. But they don't have to, you see?
Yeah.
So tell your friends.
Honestly, I had this impression that, okay, if we understand that Singapore wants check and balance, we by and large recognize that, okay, the WP provides a good check and balance. Then why don't the PAP just bow out of Aljunied? Which is my biggest takeaway in that besides someone needs to check those, it's also that there is also a big 30-40% of the constituent is still voting and wanting the PAP to come back and take control.
Yeah.
So for the final location,
1, 2, 3.
Okay, we know why is zero. The poor cardamom.
What the heck? This is a cardamom filled murtabak.
Only yours had cardamom.
yeah.
Dude, I had two. The second slice was also cardamom.
Okay, both of us enjoyed the chicken and we didn't have any cardamom.
Okay.
So maybe it's just avoid the cardamom.
Maybe just eat the prata.
But thank you so much for joining us on today's Food Hunt, for showing us around, for answering and entertaining our very capable questions.
So do you have any message you have for the people of Aljunied?
Well, it's been 14 years. My team and I, we have a lot to offer to help our community and do better for the community here at Aljunied. We hope that you can give us a chance to serve you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us. See you next one. Like, subscribe. Bye-bye.
Ever since I figured out water flossing, right, I haven't been to the dentist in 2 years.
Okay, I think, he just dropped his phone.
When I floss, right, the water floss, I see like...
Let me do now. I think I have to check your teeth now.
No, but I just ate Nasi Padang.
Guys, this is not dental advice at all.
I don't know, I was very spooked out by it.
I'll check your
It's
teeth now.
really got the dentist vibe. This one looks like one of the tools that the mirror.